phenomenal. He's awesome. He's magnificent. He's majestic. But he's human. This is Terry Don West, Henrietta, Oklahoma. In less than 3 years, in Bull Riders only competition, he has won over $96,000. Here tonight, he may have an opportunity to cross the 6-digit winning mark to be the first man in Bull Riders only competition to win the $100,000. When we talk about the smoking guns, you can blow it out of the end of this pistol. When he waves to the fans, he's serious. Hang on, everybody. It's bull riding crunch time, now on Prime across the world. It's the Wrangler Bull Riders Only Series. Brought to you by Original Coors Beer. And by Roper Apparel, the greatest looking shirt you'll ever wear. Howdy, everybody. I'm Bob Tallman, and welcome to the Mile High Mashin' in the Mile High city of Denver, Colorado. Now, I was serious about that $100,000 in Terry Don West. I'm serious about everything in bull riding only, and when I say that, the only thing I'm not serious about is having to ride them. You used to do it, and I want to talk about the guy that's going to win the $100,000. He could win $200,000 by the time we're done. Shaw Sullivan is the CEO of Bull Riders Only. He's the expert, and he's also the odds maker, you might say. Can he do it tonight? Will he do it next week? Will he do it in Tucson in June? When's it going to happen?
Well, let's put the emphasis on odd, but the situation here is Terry Don West, last time we saw him in Denver, Colorado, he won the event in the spring show last year in 1994. 95 points on Achy Breaky. Last time we saw an event here, Gilbert Carrillo was the champion and one of the most prolific 4 bulls ever ridden in the history of rodeo. 82 points, 82 points, 92 points, 92 points, $26,000. Top of that, you got Myron Duart coming in here, fresh off a Mountain State Circuit Finals win, and then a Dodge National Circuit Finals win. And he's hot, and he's got to be the local favorite.
All right, hold it. Too many stats. He's going to win the $100,000. All that other stuff he's talking about is phenomenal, but let's talk about the guy that knows about bucking them off, huh? You're so high on these guys. Let's talk about the bulls. The large farm animals that we brought in here tonight. Gary LeFew, you've rode some of the rankest in the world, and you've had some pups buck you off for a time or two. What are these kids going to do tonight in Denver?
Well, this final pin is loaded. If Terry Don West's going to win the $100,000, he's going to earn it tonight. Because we've got 3 bulls that are really going to test him tonight. Sugar Bear, who is one of the toughest bulls out there. One of the few times they rode him, there's 86 points on him. Farmington, I've never seen anybody ride this. He's 1,800 pounds of one badass bull. And then we got a new bull, a bull that hadn't been ridden in 2 years, a bull called Kiki from an amateur string. They're really high on this bull. It could be some good watching if Terry Don West gets hooked up with him.
I don't know if he said it was Kiki or kinky, but it's going to get kinky before it's over tonight. I guarantee you this is going to be a good watching. Let's talk about the top 4 in business right now. Johnny Chavez, he's the mastermind for the year on the Original Coors scoreboard at a 15,750. Terry Don West sneaking right in behind him. J.C. Sanders at 11,200. Then Clint Bronger, the master from Montana and the Roscoe Ranger. Now, here's a little shot at the B.R.O 100 Club, 100%, those that have rode every bull they've got on in the 1995 season. Johnny Chavez of Bosque, New Mexico's 5 for 5, and that's how he won that 15,750. J.C. Sanders is the man that started off with the Triple Crown and the $1 million opportunity between Ogden, Utah, and then we go back to Salt Lake City, Utah, and then we go to Greensboro, North Carolina. By the end of the year, he can win $1 million. We'll tell you more about it a little later. Clint Bronger, one of the stickiest and hardest to buck off men in the world from Roscoe, Montana's 2 for 2. Quentin Lowry, the Canadian, the young coming on champion, is 3 for 3 for 3,300. Ladies and gentlemen, that's just a lot of stats for you. What we're going to do is bust some butts and ride some bulls, and you got to stay with us right here. Don't anybody move. It's bull riding crunch time for bull riders only on the Wrangler Tour from Denver, Colorado. Welcome back, everybody, on Prime. This is McNichols Sports Arena, and I want to talk to you about the Southwest Airlines highlight. John McRoberts from out in California in the first round. 81 points for the little leprechaun from California. Not looking good, looking phenomenal. That's the way you end it. The bull goes back to the chutes to tell the next one, you're in line, do what I've just done. Then comes Jimmy Young from Blackfoot, Idaho. This is one of a pair of brothers that looked pretty good tonight. Brother Dustin didn't make it into the second round. Jimmy did, so he qualifies to go on and a shot at the $10,000. Then J.C. Woodard. It's going to be a 78-point ride, but I want you to watch when this bull comes back to the chutes. It's going to be one more turn, and watch his right knee. The camera angle right here shows you what man and steel do when they mash together. That had to hurt. Now, my qualifiers are J.W. Hart, Piranha's the bull that he comes back on the original Coors scoreboard, Sean McRobertson, Blackjack, Josh O'Byrne from New Mexico in the Cowboy Way, Lonnie Steverson and Scorpion. The Battle Axe comes back with Todd Steinbach. That is going to be a good match. The Canadian Kirk Wakefield has Barfly, Jeff Whitlow and the Bandit, J.C. Woodard, and Marble. I hope that leg's all right. Teddy Bear's going to do his hugging with Jimmy Young. When we talk about those who were seated, coming in is Chad Brenham and Juicy Fruit, Adam Carrillo of El Paso, Texas. That's Smokin' Joe, Gilbert the brother, and that's the twin with Bad Medicine. Johnny Chavez, Wesley Sear from up in the Northland. The Canadian has got Mighty Mouse. Myron Duhart from out here in Colorado with Worley. Geronimo's drawn up with Dax Lackey, the Texas champion. J.C. Sanders in the Convict. And Terry Don West, the all-time Bull Riders only winners with Johnny Rotten. Here's the two men that are going to spread the $20,000 of money around tonight. Talking about Daryl Haas and Christopher Horton. Two not just nice guys, but they are the guys that hold the pen. Who's going to do the life-saving on the list? It's, well, none other than Montana's Lloyd Ketchum. And put a T in it for Texas with Rick Chapman. There's the Bumblebee. Now, here is the opportunity for you to decide who is the best at Bull Riders Only. When you have an opportunity to call our 900 number, that's 900-484-4040. If you'd like to vote yes on the situation, it's extension 744. If you'd like to vote no, it's extension 745. Shaw Sullivan, let's talk about who is the greatest bull rider of all in Bull Riders Only competition. Is it the world champion that wins the most money at the end of the year and at our championship right here in Denver? Or is it the guy that earns the most points and wins the Tough Enough Award? Which side do you stand on?
I got to go with the championship, Bob, and the main reason is for me, the best bull rider in the world is the guy who can ride the rankest animals out there, and that is determined at our championship event. Let's face it, 96 points for Mark Kane to win the first one, 95 for Cody Custer and Tuff Hedeman, 92 points by Gilbert Carrillo last year. These guys demonstrated they can ride the rankest animals in the world. Tough enough, all it determines is how you ride consistently, but you don't have to ride rank ones, you can ride average ones and win it.
He's saying if you're average, you're not as good. Judge Tallman's not going to get into this, but Mr. LeFew, you're the guru. What do you say about the Tough Enough Award, then? You've got to stand up for something.
Well, I'm going for the Tough Enough Award. There's an old saying in bull riding that the cream sifts to the top when you put cowboys against ranked stock. And the guy that is the most consistent on rank animals, and believe me, there's not very many easy rides at the Bull Riders Only. And look at the guys who have been the Tough Enough champions. Tuff Hedeman 2 different times, Terry Don West. These are the best bull riders we got.
All right, that's enough of this nonsense. I'm not going to make the decision, but you'll have an opportunity to do so. No fighting, boys. Give us a call on America's hottest lines for Bull Riders Only right now. 1-900-484-4040. If your vote is yes for Shaw, and we're talking about the World Championship, it's 744, extension 744. And no, if you're going with Gary LeFew for 745, if you're on the Tough Enough Award. Give us a call right now for Bull Riders Only. That's the challenge, and we'll be back with more right after this. Welcome back, everybody. I want to talk to you where I'm going to be on the weekend. That's the 8th of April, coming up on Saturday Night Live, Rapid City, South Dakota, Rushmore Plaza, 800-247-1095. Sounds like a price tag, and it'll be the best ticket you've ever bought in your life. Hope you'll come join us and bring your family to Rapid City. Now, this is time to ride. It's the second round, and we're going for all of the juice. Jeff Whitlow, David Bailey's the bandit.
Brand new bull. I was talking to Tiger, who runs the string for David Bailey a lot of times, and he says he's right out of there, right to the left, and here we go.
Hey, Gary LeFew ran a spin to the left.
Oh, Whitlow's making a beautiful ride.
Sweet spot, he owns it, boys.
Boy, you said it when you said sweet spot. He got in that sweet spot and stayed in it for the whole 8 seconds.
Look at that bull. He's about to sweet spot himself. He's going to spin till he turns to butter right there. Somebody twisted his rubber band a little too tight tonight. He'll strip him a gear. Holy mackerel, is that a great start? Well, Sean McRoberts gets ready to rock and roll a 79-point ride for Jeff Whitlow. He made the bandit look like a puppy dog. Here's a man who's 4 for 8 with $3,300 behind him. The leprechaun from California's got to make it work. Hot or cold, he's got to ride this bull. Now, Gary, we know what these bulls are going to do in this second round. This is almost as bad as the third round. Juice pin tonight, boys.
Well, the thing that's got on the bull rider side here is we got 15 screaming fans out here. That gets your adrenaline running. Plus, the first rider jumps out and makes a beautiful ride. Now here comes the little leprechaun, jumps out there and makes him a great ride. The momentum is rolling in the bull rider's direction.
Well, I'm going to take it. 79 to lead, 77. He's back in there. First two out, ride him. Everybody rides in the second round. The bookend Buckaroos from El Paso, Texas, now living in Stephenville, Texas. That is Adam and Gilbert Carrillo. This is Brother Adam. Smoking Joe, number 6 for the David Bailey Rodeo Company. Gary, you said it a minute ago, 15,000 fans in a sporting city in America. Not only do they go to baseball today, they come to bull riders tonight. Carrillo is gone. What happened? What happened?
He's going to hate himself after that. When there's a bull they ride, more often than not, they generally score in the low to mid-80s on the bull. He's exactly the kind of animal you want, but he never really got in there to begin with, did he?
No, he didn't, and I think that bull really had an exceptional day. He really blowed out of the like a spark plug. That's one of those deals. If you don't get tapped with that type of bull, they're going to ring you out, and he did.
Well, the ringer is over. The out is gone, and Adam is done. He's got a pair of aces between his cheeks this time. That's number 11 from David Bailey, the little barfly bull. Here's a dandy for the Canadian Kirk Wakefield.
Barfly's bull, it's got the advantage in his territory when it comes to buck off. He can score usually in the high 70s.
Hey, Kirky, get up, right foot too late. Now that was a dirty start, Gary. That bull never bucked. He just slush bucketed out through there and just kind of went to dragging his hips. He's mad. He knows. He's mad. He knows.
What nothing Kirk could do there. That bull slid out there and then he stumbled. When he stumbled in that back end, that runs you back, throws your timing off, and when they kick and shoot forward, it's just no shot.
Well, two guys in a row, Adam Carrillo and Kirk Wakefield, both got, you might just call slingshotted in the wrong direction, and that is a bad go. We are 2 for 2 right now. 79 for the lead with Jeff Whitlow, Sean McRoberts second with the 77 and 2 on the ground. We'll get Johnny Chavez out here in a minute behind that roper sign and see if we can set us one of those high 80 scores.
Well, Johnny Chavez is one of those guys that was up on the graphics a little bit earlier. He is 100% bull riders only. Not bucked off yet. We've seen him put a heck of a ride on the bull called Guess Buckle, where he might have beat him a little bit about the head and shoulders, but got a score anyway.
Well, the headhunter will give him a shot at it here, Gary. He is the $15,000 man. He won Phoenix for 10 grand. Now we've got him in the Colorado country. What are these bulls doing with you?
Oh, it don't matter what they do with Johnny Chavez. He's going to keep riding till that whistle blows.
The dirt doctor, Kevin Hardwick, has got it like cement in here tonight. I guarantee you what, it might be a little bit slick, but it's hard underneath of these bulls. Are going to buck Rick Chapman with a beautiful save at the end. There's the bumblebee to make the stake and the save. He and Lloyd Ketchum have had a wonderful night so far.
I am impressed right here when that bull goes down on his front end and roots around in the ground like he's trying to dig up potatoes. He sticks his chest out and holds himself in there, and not very many guys that I've seen are able to do that.
You're right, Shaw. That move that slip there would have thrown 90% of your bull riders off. But that's where the amazing thing about Chavez, he's got his thumb cut off. He's hanging on with 4 fingers.
Don't worry about that. If he only had 3 to hang on, he'd do it. Jeff Whitlow to the lead with the 79. John McRoberts second with the 77. Johnny Chavez jumps into third in the qualified now with 76. 15,000 fans in McNichols Sports Arena here tonight. The Mile High City are not too happy about it. They thought he should have been more, but with that bull walling around on the ground, dragging his brisket down there, that probably cost him about 7 or 8 points right there. Let's do it again, boys. Chad Brandon and Juicy Fruit. Chew on this one a while. David Bailey's gonna buck him off.
Boy, right there is last year's PRCA Rookie of the Year, and one of the things that Mr. LePew pointed out a little while ago, while that bull tried to pick him up out of there, he tried to hang on and let him jump back underneath him.
We're a 50% factor right now. We're talking about 3 up and 3 down, and we'll be back to the next 12 in just a minute. Don't anybody move. Oh, don't anybody move. Get out from underneath that bull. Holy mackerel, we're bucking them off tonight in Denver. Hey, as we welcome you back, everybody, I want you to be thinking about the 22nd day of April, 1995, Casper, Wyoming. What a beautiful place. Come spend the weekend with us. I guarantee you great weather at the Event Center. Give us an 800 number, 442-2256 at 307 in Casper and 577-3030. That's like the rifle. You rifle your ticket. Oh, just call us, man. We'll get you a ticket. 15,000 here tonight watching Dax Lackey as we start back. We're still in the second round. 3 have ridden, 3 have gone down. Here is a Texas high school champion on to college, a college graduate, and now can he make it in the ranks of the pros? I'm bent on next, Lucky Gary.
I think we mentioned it earlier when we talked about that ground. This ground is cupping out tonight. Their feet are slipping out. It's causing them bulls to get some real weird timing to them when they slip and throw Dak's timing off there, running back on his butt, and it's hard to get back when you get run back.
I wish you wouldn't reiterate on facts that I've just brought up for the fact that somebody's going to think I know what I'm talking about, and that was just a lucky guess. But being in the livestock industry, you know that the ground's going to make a difference on how they buck and how they ride, and that got him right there. Geronimo is gone, and so is Dax. Here comes one of the greatest Canadians, Wesley Sear, and Mickey's best friend, it's Mighty Mouse and the David Bailey Rodeo Company.
This bull is right in his office, right up his alley. This is the kind of bull that 9 out of 10 times Wes Sear's going to knock the lung out of him.
He did knock it out of him, too. Beautiful line, Gary, beautiful line.
No doubt about it, that bull really fit Wes' style. He's tough into his hand. He's tough on this type of bull, and he never wasted him. He made a beautiful ride.
Tell you about Wes Sear. He had a big year in '94. Came in January, February, and March and won over 40,004 match ridings. 3 in the United States, and those were bull riders only, and 1 in Canada. He has not had a smell of the money yet. It's about his turn. 76 points ties him for 3rd and 4th right now with Johnny Chavez. 76 for the Canadian, Wes Sear.
Let's see if we can change things. We're getting ready to light up tonight. We're getting ready to raise the roof. Can you feel the impulse time?
The next pair of Wranglers that are about to sit down on the bull is Terry Don West. I've said everything in the world about him tonight from Henrietta, Oklahoma. $96,000 plus for bull riders only. Look at here, 32 out of the 40s. He's in there. Little Johnny Rotten. Johnny Rotten is what we're talking about. This is a Langeyer bull. The boys come from over in Montrose, Colorado. Here's the all-time bull riding champion. Look at this. Oh, man. No.
Man, Johnny Rotten put a move on him.
Rotten Johnny, I don't believe that. Did it buck him off? Did he make it to the whistle?
Well, it looked like it probably bucked him off, and it probably smacked him either in the chest or in the head, and that vest kind of come unglued on him, didn't it, a little bit?
It did right here. You can see he's already ripped it loose, Gary. Watch the drop and then the whip back of this bull's head. Thank God he doesn't have any horns.
That bull was he really lived up to his name. That bull, when you bring Terry Don West, the greatest bull rider, going down like that, you have got a bucking animal right there.
Well, if there's going to be any acclimates to give it to Terry Don after this, he may not make it if he didn't buck him off. Oh, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. The man's on the ground. 15,000 of those happy fans from Colorado here tonight. Whether it's baseball or rodeo, when it comes to bull riders only, they support us in Denver, Colorado, just like they do in Phoenix and Ogden, San Francisco at the Cow Palace, and every place we've been. Lonnie Steverson. Here, 3 aces. It's 1-1-1 Scorpion. The Langeyer bunch again. These boys from Montrose brought some bad acted calves in here, Gary.
No doubt about it. You know, we listened to the baseball game today, and they talk about the new Coors Stadium being a batter stadium.
Yeah, man.
This ground tonight is a bull stadium.
Yes, I am the best on them. Hold right down. 1 more to the ground. Shaw and you and Dennis, look at there.
Benched him.
Tore his skirt off. Ripped his shafts right loose. When you and Dennis put these bulls together, you got to be thinking about letting these guys ride. Hey, it didn't work again. We're history. As we get ready with J.W. Hart and the Piranha from the Langeyer Rodeo Company, a big thank you to all of the fans and the people in Lancaster's Western Wear. They are the official Western Wear here in the Denver area. We do appreciate what those people do. So nice, beautiful stores, and I guarantee you, a volume of beautiful products. 79, 77, 76, the top 3 are in position. J.W. Hart. Now let's just see how far this kid goes before he gets reckless this time. Woo, is he going to spur him or is he going to hang on?
Here he is taking it through the little finger, and I'll tell you, that tells you the kind of attitude that J.W. Hart has. He broke his neck in this arena 1 year ago.
Let's not do it again. That's history. Let's not let it repeat itself. This bull that he's on, they call the Piranha, could eat him alive. He's the little fish in the bunch tonight. The bull weight 12-1.
Generally, this bull goes a couple of rounds to the right, and then he's back to the left. This young bull from the Dyer Lang string, and a little bit snorty.
Well, I think you hit it on the nose, Shaw. He said Hart. They run it through the finger. They come to ride. Look at here.
Okay, here we go. The sandy beaches of Hawaii. Myron Duart is getting ready. But here's what you need to get ready for. Plan your travel schedule. April 8th in Rapid City, April 22nd, Casper, Wyoming. June the 10th, we're going to be in Tucson, Arizona, Tacoma. That is an afternoon performance on the 24th of June. August 26th, we're back in Salt Lake City with a second shot at the $1 Million Win. September 9th, we're going to be in Anaheim, California. You need to join us in sunny Southern California. Here's Myron Duart. Whirling, number 14 from Lane Geyer.
Playbook from him is usually out of field going to the left, but today he's decided to go to the right. Myron Duart is riding high.
No doubt about it. That Pocatello wind has got him fired up. That was a great bull ride. That bull was strong. That bull was strong. Put a lot of power to him. JW, Myron Duart showed what he's made of right there.
How about an 86 points? 86 points as Ed Dugan lets him out the gate. Ladies and gentlemen, here is a kid that's come off a lot of good wins. And the first time I watched him about 5 years ago at the National High School Finals, his destiny is to be a world champion, a pro champion. He is a champion in his boots tonight in Denver. That's the way it is. We'll be back with another 6 in a minute. Don't move.
Ladies and gentlemen, right now, we're going to give you a chance.
Bull riding fans want to talk to you about the Featherlight Trailer Factoid of the Night. B.R.O's Road Warriors travel in excess of 300,000 miles each year to professional competitions across North America. Think about that, 300,000 miles. And we have the blessed opportunity to follow him. It's Gilbert Carrillo. He and Brother Adam can go to 18 of these a week, it seems like. Nobody tries the airlines any tougher than they do. Bad Medicine, T1, the Lane Geyer bunch. Now, boys, you've been lying to me about these Lane Geyer bulls. These Colorado bulls are a bad bunch of cats. They'll tear the hood off, tear the trunk off, and then come rip the seats right out of your Chevy truck.
Bad Medicine came from Jerome Robinson right out of here in Colorado. This bull goes either way right there in the gate. One of his victims in his bull match career has been Mark Kane.
Well, he's definitely the biggest bull here. You think the littlest guy on that Farmington might be a little bigger. Look at here. Get him back. Rio can ride.
Rio gets to the left forward as well. They're all thinking points tonight. When they see J.W. Hart reach out, they go to tap him off. Then they got to think about trying to catch up for an 86-84 in the high 70s. May or may not get a check in this second round.
83 points on that bull right there. Gilbert Carrillo's been just 3/4 of a second short of winning about $20,000 this year. He's been making rides like this, and now that there's another $2,500 added in this round, a first place in the round now pays $1,800, where it used to only pay $800.
Well, it makes a lot of sense. Money, money, money. And if you've got your ego in the right spot, and you got your morals all lined out, you keep your butt of them Wrangler jeans in the right spot, you're going to win a whole bunch of money here tonight. 86, 84, 83. If you're not in the 80s, you don't have a shot at all of it. Josh O'Byrne, Animas, New Mexico. Mentioned earlier, this boy lives 25 miles north of the Mexico border. His father's been in the construction business down in that country, and at the age of 24, he's now 28, 29, he started riding bulls. Here's a guy that was nearly middle-aged crazy before he began his career.
Well, that's no doubt about it, but he sure picked it up real quick.
Yes, he did.
Good bull rider.
And a nice young man on top of that one. This is the Cowboy Way from Lane Geyer one more time.
There's a bull right there that they told me the playbook on him was a couple jumps out there and turned back to right, but he didn't do that today. He looked like a big, giant hunk of no good bull.
They lied to you a lot tonight. A big, giant, no good bull. I know what you'd really like to say, but 70 points is the best we can do for New Mexico's Josh. Now, Shaw mentioned a moment ago there's an extra $2,500 in this round, but a $25,000 per event. So there's an extra $5 of what we've been talking about. First at $1,800 for that $10,000. That's the bonus point. $1,350 in the second spot over the $3,000. $900 and a $450 over 2 and 1. That extra $5,000 is going to make a lot of difference, not just traveling cash, but when you have to think about points at the end of the year, the $1 million offering that Bull Rider only has with the Wrangler offer, this is phenomenal. There is not anything bigger in the United States today. J.C. Woodard, here's the young man that we mashed his leg a minute ago. Dr. Skip Ross has got him iced down, put back together and retaped. Wilson Rodeo's Marble, number 14.
Here's a show of real courage here. This guy could barely walk to get out there to get on this bull, but he figures if he can sit, he can maybe make the whistle on the bull. But you know what I'm worried about is even when he gets up, this bull hooks much, there ain't a whole lot he can do about it.
And when them legs hurt, it's hard to mash with them. It's tough enough to ride these bulls when you're sound. I'm really not for riding when you're hurt.
Hey, 3 guys carried him out of here along with Dr. Skip Ross, our trauma surgeon from Cheyenne, and the smart man, as we talk about SMART. 4 guys lifted him over the chute to put him on. How tough is this kid? JC, stay. Right foot, he's trying. Look at this. You went home. Talk about cowboy trying. He cowboyed up a little more than you need to.
I thought he had him bumped off early to come around that corner. He lost that left foot big time.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've got to give this kid something. I was watching him walk out here before we started tonight at Bull Riders Only. This kid walks like a crippled duck.
I'll tell you what, you know, he was hurting back in there. I went back in the dressing room and asked him if he's going to get on. He said, I can't walk. But like I said, he said he could sit. And if he could sit, he thought he could make the whistle. Had plenty of opportunity to take the easy way off and get off this bull. Plenty of opportunity not to get on him to begin with, but he came to ride.
That kid shows the type of heart that we need for Bull Riders Only.
Well, he sit right up there and rode him. That Charlie Horn dude just got him 79 points up. I'm proud of the endurance of that young man. Let's get back into it with Jimmy Young, Blackfoot, Idaho. They're just laying the loose end of that rope back through his hand. Now, what Jimmy Young wants to do with old Teddy Bear number 99 of the Wilson Rodeo Company is riding. He needs to be in his 3rd qualifying round, and we talked about him doing this at the Cow Palace, and that's just exactly what he did 2 weeks ago. Gary, he has got to make his spot on this bull.
Well, he's got a good spot, but he's got that arm behind him. We talked about it earlier. If we can get a stop action to this coming back, we can show you really close up and personal. When that arm gets back, the weight comes off the left leg, and they're going to slide you out of there.
Exact same thing that got his brother, Dustin, bucked off in the 1st round.
Okay, he's got a good seat coming around the corner here. Move on out there. Now, as he comes on around, watch this arm come behind. Right there. Boom,
Yep.
Stop. See how that slides his hips off to the right? There's no weight on that left leg. Okay, start back up again. Slide you back. That butt hits you right in the back and slides you out of there.
I wish we could have shown you his brother's ride in the 1st round. That's exactly the same move, and with their backs to them, you wouldn't have known which is which. Well, Idaho is not going to be represented any farther. J.C. Sanders and the convict will be next to go. Now, what about this happy-go-lucky little fellow that won the $10,000? If he can show up in Salt Lake in his hometown and win it again and again in Greensboro, he wins the $1 million, Shaw.
We'd love to pay out $1 million. That'll tell you right there. The bull ride has finally arrived in terms of its payout to the Cowboys. It looks like JC's going to get himself another whistle here.
He's going to be 2 for 2 on a Saturday night at McNichols Arena. Oh, buddy, let's see if we can get him a score to get him in there. He needs to qualify in that top 10 to come back for the big bucks. 70 points, 70. As of right now with those 80s, he's still okay, but it's not over. Hello, you old hooker, and watch this one. He got a set of stabbers on this one. Todd Steinbach. Now, let's see what the big, long, lanky kid can do. If he can wipe the grin off his face and get serious. Wilson Rodeo's battle axe, number 21. Shouldn't knock him off. I'm betting on this boy.
Only time they've ridden it, they were 82 points on it. He's got to be at least 70 to make the next round.
He's going to be on now. What did he do? Did he get off? Did he get bucked off? Did he make it?
Well, it's going to be close. We've got to see whether he made that watch or not. But right there towards the whistle, he let that arm slip back, took that weight off that inside leg. He has to keep that arm out in front.
No score.
It's an 8-second game. You got to try him the whole way. And it looked to me like he thought he had him rode. He eased up a little at the end.
Well, he weakened at the wrong time, and that's the way it's going to be on Wrangler Bull Riders only. Ladies and gentlemen, don't anybody go. We've got some great rides coming back. We are coming back to the Mile High City of Denver. Come on, stay with us.
Get ready. We'll be back.
Welcome back. We're going into the third and final round. This might be the hottest on the Bull Riders Tour for Wrangler for the 1995 season we've ever seen. When we talk about who's going to do it on the original Coors scoreboard in the final round, it's Gilbert Carrillo and Sugar Bear, Johnny Chavez and the Wild Red Man, Wes Sear and Voodoo, Myron Duart and the Langford Surprise Package for J.W. Hart. On the backside, John McRoberts and the Unrideable Farmington, Josh O'Brien and Kiki Hang On, J.C. Sanders and Sweet William, Jeff Whitlow, hey boy, J.C. Woodard, hang on, here you are. This is Sean McRoberts, the Unrideable Farmington is going to keep the notches on his pistol handle. No score, and I hate to start the third and final round off that way. That'll put Ezra Brooks back in the bottle. Canadians, let's see what we can do. We just put one man on the ground. This is number 2 in the third and final round. J.C. Sanders, Sweet William. There's nothing about this little V8 bull they call Bill that's good. Lane Geyer.
This used to be a roping cap. It came back on it, but went to hooking him and they tried to tie it.
Woo, man, that's a pretty good roping cap.
I hated to rope him and caught him.
He come back down the rope at you.
Yeah, I was kidding him around. I know I have every cap open in the country wanting to work me, but I said, you know, it's kind of a sissy sport anyways, and to go get hooked with a cap
Now
open.
don't start that smut stuff, all right? There's some real nice guys that rope calves.
Some real big guys that rope
And they're going to be right in the middle of your lunch. We've got J.C. Sanders on the ground, 2 for 2. Josh O'Byrne, Animas, New Mexico. Now, what can you do with him? We've been close. He made it twice out of the first round into the second by 1 point. He made it out of the second round into the third at the bottom of the pack at 70. Kiki, this one will kick your bottom.
This is the bull that Gary Lemieux was talking about earlier in the telecast of the opening that has been unridden for 2 years in the amateur ranks.
Well, we're going to find out what one of the pros from Mexico can do with him right now. Get to it, Josh O. Come on.
Oh, Josh is going to get it. Thought he was going to get his cherry there.
No, it didn't work. And you notice that old bull made the rip and bucked him off and stopped. He's done the same thing to a handful of other guys in this Colorado country. He just got a New Mexico man on the ground. We are 3 for 3 for the Bulls. Jeff Whitlow's going to get a shot at it. Somebody's got to break the ice here, boys.
Well, we talked about it last week. These bulls are smart. If you get a little bit too far down in that, going down the hole, going that one direction, they'll go the other direction on you.
And I'll tell you what, 15,000 of the finest fans in the world. There's not 200 empty seats in here tonight. May I say, for those of you that watch us on Prime, Denver, Colorado, you are a majestic city as sports fans. Ladies and gentlemen, when you're in the Denver area, I want you to go see some friends of mine. Their name is Lancaster, the Western Wear people. Not just nice people, but they take care of all of us. And when I say Wrangler, they've got them on sale all the time. We drive Chevrolets, and I'm proud to say it, and this is a Chevrolet Truck All-Star Bull. Tommy the Tiger from David Bailey and J.C. Woodard. I'm going to put him in my top 10 of the toughest men I know in North America.
The bull, the only time we see him go out was last year in Greensboro, North Carolina, when we had Dax Lackey give him a try, but he came out on the wrong end of this one. And here's a chance for J.C. to see if that knee is really going to hold up. Told me a little while ago Riding's fine. He just don't know how he's going to get off.
Well, the walking part of it's going to be tough. Let's see what David Bailey's big boy can do. He is a dandy crossbred Bremer bull. He's just going to ride him. Diggity dog. That kid's not hurt. He was faking.
yeah, wait till that adrenaline wears off. He'll think different. He's happy now because he may be the first guy to get the whistle in this final round.
Well, he is 77 points, and that's 1 out of 4 so far. 77 for J.C. Woodard. I just see Peter Coors go by. He'll pour him a cold one. He said, you're going to make the winner's circle, no doubt about it. We're going to be back with more in the final round in Wrangler's Bull Rider only. Hang with us.
I said he could, he still can. On our opening of the 1995 season down in Phoenix.
Ladies and gentlemen, in just a few days, April 8th, we're going to be in Rapid City, South Dakota at the Rushmore Plaza. I want you to charge your tickets by phone at 800-247-1095 or give us a call. Think about it, 307-577-3030. This is Myron Duard and the Double Odd Wranglers about to slam him down. Is it going to work? Johnny Chavez behind the Wrangler side. What can we do with this? This boy's got to ride. We've got to get him up there with Terry Don West in that winner's circle.
Well, I don't know. They've been able to buck him off for some time. This is Encore.
Oh, I'm scared of that. I'm scared of that. This bull's got a well to him. You'll be riding him, then he'll hesitate and drop you down in there. He bucks more guys off on the inside than he does the outside.
He did come around that big Limousin cross, whatever he is. John is mad, and he's got the right to be the most slithered. Just slithered on him. Here it comes, Gary.
Oh, he starts a great bull ride. Gets around that corner. He's a whipping in there. Now watch that bull move off to the right on him. And as he does, he leaves you down in that pocket.
He left him down in there, jumped back to the right away from him, broadside, and just happened to slide his bottom right out of there.
As the old saying goes, if you're going to get on bulls, you're going to get bucked off, and so goes his unbucked off string.
Takes him out of the 100% Pro Bull Ride set. Now, we've got another Chevrolet All-Star in here for you. This is a dandy, number 108, the surprise package from David Bailey Rodeo Company. J.W. Hart, there could be a surprise package in the middle of this bull as well. With as well, Gary, as he's rode the first two, this kid's got his hammer cocked tonight.
You bet. Wouldn't it be nice to see him come back and win this after neck here last year?
You bet.
I'm cheering for him.
The playbook on this bull is to the left, right away, right out.
Look it. No, I don't believe this. I don't believe it.
Oh, my goodness. He rode him side saddle for 2 jumps.
I don't believe it. Play it back slowly. I want to see this again. Ladies and gentlemen, I have watched 8,000 plus rodeo performances. Never 2 jumps have I seen a guy qualify side saddle and then get back in the middle of him.
He's wanting to get the whistle here, isn't he?
Well, 2 jumps is pessimistic. He went about 4 side saddle.
He rode him the last 2.5 jumps with no hands.
If he hadn't lost his rope, he's going to get the whistle on this bull.
And he wasn't about to reach down and haul a give, was he?
Never.
Well, if you're marking him for spurring, you got to mark him double on his this one side because he's got all his feet over there.
It's going to be a no score, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, we're coming back. Yet to go with Wes Sear and Gilbert Carrillo. A 77 and 1 qualified ride in the 3rd round. Oh, boy, we've got 2 more shots at it. Hang on. The Bull Riders only. Welcome back, everybody. The 22nd day of April. I, my family, hope that you and your family will join us in the Event Center in Casper, Wyoming. Give us a call at 800-442-2256 or across the state, 307-577-3030. This will be B.R.O.'s 4th year. The Casper Event Center, the little town of Casper, Wyoming, and all the surrounding communities. I want you to come and join us. Oh, man, nice place, good restaurants, great hotels. What a wonderful place. We actually go there 2 or 3 days early and don't even care if it snows. I mean, what an aesthetic place to go to a rodeo. Wyoming, what a hospitality center. Jeffrey, what are we going to do here, Jeffrey? Let's get 1 row. You want to see Mount Rushmore at its finest, you better get Old Salty Dog Road right here. I'm telling you what, we're talking about Ezra Brooks and what they've done in the bottle, out of the bottle. This might put him back in the liquor cabinet right now. Everything that you've seen here tonight, this salty dog. Oh, you don't want it on the rim of your glass and or right between your legs where he's got him right there.
Last trip out, Gilbert Carrillo 92 points and one tremendous bull ride here.
Take it. Did you see that jump?
Oh, you can see right out of that box that leg was finally caught up with him there because he didn't have no type of seat out of there. It was all over by the time that first jump was over.
What's going to happen if one man is 77 points, and that's what we've got right now? J.C. Woodard's in the lead, the only qualified ride, 2 to go.
$10,000 goes in his pocket. I don't care how many points they score, that's how much goes in his pocket.
Look at that bull jump and hit on his front feet, Gary. This bull is an athlete. He is a
bet he is.
Charlene Cross.
He's got a good seat on him, but when he comes back, instead of arching his chest, he's sitting down and looking out there. He just feels like it's too much bull pulling on that leg, and let's live to ride another day.
Well, where you look is where you hit. There it is. There's the master. Woo-hoo, the old dog. The old dog barked again tonight. He gets the big milk bowl.
Now keep in mind, the guy whose knee got hurt was J.C. Woodward.
Oh, that
and
one?
he's winning.
Oh, he's the one that's winning it.
Yeah.
This is the little redhead. What's the matter with him? He maybe just didn't want no part of that bull. A lot of Brahma there.
2 to go. 2 to go. Hang on. We're going to be a minute getting this one out.
So you want to be a bull rider.
Somebody's going to get serious, and if it isn't the Canadians, I don't know who it's going to be. Voodoo, look at this one from David Bailey and Wesley Steer from the Northland. I said it earlier, West needs a $10,000 win, but so does Jeff Whitlow. So did J.C. Woodard, and he's the only guy to qualify. So are all these guys. But this man needs a break in 95 like he had in 94. He hasn't been able to ride one side of a plastic horse in front of Kmart all winter long.
This bull may not be the one he needs. Tiger said, mark his capital A for awesome.
Oh, no. Did kick him right on top of everything else. I think that vest might have just saved his life. Oh, that had to hurt, boys. That protective vest might have just saved his bacon.
Tiger said this bull, I asked him what he does, he said pretty much everything. He said he jumps, he belly rolls, he turns back, he'll do just whatever it takes to get him on the ground.
Well, if anybody knows, Tiger does.
Definitely not the type of bull that fits Wes Sear. A little too much rear, a little too much drop. He sits down just a little too much, and this type of bull is going to get you when you sit down.
A minute ago, you said, so you want to be a bull rider. Have you thought about driving a cab lately?
Well, the thing I liked about bull riding is only 8 seconds a day.
Oh, man. Get a real job, but don't give up your day job. We learn to ride them 8 at a time. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no way in the world to say thanks to Denver. Here in McNichols with 14,700 tonight, we are proud to be in Colorado. Gary and Shaw, I think you both know when I say this. You know what I mean. We need a roper rider tonight. Gilbert Carrillo needs a win. If anybody really needs a win, he's got him a Chevrolet All-Star Bull and little Sugar Bear B22 from David Bailey. The boy needs a win. I said it about Wes. This kid really does.
As strong as he's been riding, even though he's been a little bit short of making the whistle, the Bull Riders Only Series, I would hate to bet against him, but the bull, Sugar Bear, has only been ridden one time for 91 points.
Do it again for 92.
Gilbert's going to do it tonight.
Well, I'd like to compliment Lloyd Ketchum and Rick Chapman tonight. They have done a masterful job, but we didn't get him rode with Gilbert.
Well, I tell you what, we talked about it. He's been killing the bull riders all night. They've been getting that riding arm out of square. Starts a beautiful bull ride here. Sugar Bear, he's got one of the ranked bulls in his pen. Now, as he comes around into his hand, Gilbert makes a perfect move, moves out over that front end. He's right where he wants to be. Now, watch, when he goes the other direction, it's really important to keep your elbow out in front. If that elbow comes around behind, it's going to take the weight off your left leg. As he comes back right there, watch his butt slide out of there. Slides a little bit farther, left leg goes, and right on your head.
Now, you can take all of the analogies in the world, come up with all of the strategy behind them, and then try to make it work. But, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching Prime for the first time in Bull Riders Only on the Wrangler Tour for 1995, your kids are sitting in the front room saying, Mom or Dad, I'd like to be a bull rider. Do me a favor. You've been listening to Gary LeFew and Joe Sullivan all night. Take my word for it. If your kids want to ride bulls, take them to the best that you can take them to and bring them to Southern California. Let Gary LeFew and his family teach them right and safely, and it'll make your life and theirs, a whole lot happier for many generations to come. I stand on that. Learn to do it right from the pros, and you'll never regret it. That's the way it is with 177. You're going to meet J.C. Woodard here in just a second. That's the way it is in Denver. It's not over. Stay to meet our champion.
Another sellout crowd here in Denver's McNichol Sports Arena for bull riders only. J.C. Woodward, 20 years old, Custer, South Dakota. You know, the odds were 3-1 against even getting on your second bull after you hurt your knee so bad on that fence. Yet you came back to not only get on him, but win the $10,000.
Well, I guess I ride bulls for a living, and I didn't think I could afford not to get on my second one. Just got on like I was healthy and went on my ride. Made 2 of them, I guess.
As you watch your ride, tell me how your knee felt.
I don't know. It didn't really bother me. I never did ever feel like I was sitting on that bull. But I guess I never really felt it until after I got off.
Well, now you told me you was wanting to get off maybe on your head to save your knee.
Yeah, that just didn't work that way. I like landing on my head. It seems like it's harder than the other part of my body, and I usually do pretty good.
Well, the $10,000 ought to pad your checkbook a little bit. $10,000, his first win. As we go into Rapid City, South Dakota, you got to be a crowd favorite.
Yeah, I'm 40 miles south of Rapid. The whole town of Custer will probably be there, and there's a lot of fans in Rapid. They'll be at home, and it'll be fun.
Well, you have to think about what this kid did. This morning at 7 o'clock, the phone was ringing. He and his dad were going out of the house down the steps. His dad's hard of hearing. He's trying to catch him. Now, JC says, wait a minute, we can't go. You got to get to the phone. He trips and falls, sprained his ankle, thought he broke his leg. At 9 o'clock, they finally decided the leg wasn't broke, got back in the truck, drove from Custer, South Dakota to Denver, Colorado. I'm sure a little above the speed limit. And tonight he wins $10,000. Let's talk about the Roper ride of the night. We'll be back to talk about Mr. Woodard in a minute. Myron Duhart. Here's the kid that I talk about. Call him the Pineapple. The Paniole from Hawaii now lives in Peyton, Colorado. This is the bull they call Whirly. This bull was squirrely. He did just about everything he could possibly do to throw him off, but it wasn't going to work for the Coloradan tonight. 86 points. This was the high-marked ride. That is the Roper ride of the night. Now, Gary, think about it. You've been to some rodeos, some you didn't want to go to. 77 points tonight. He's going to win it. We've never had a score that low win that much money.
Well, when you got a rank pen of bulls like this, you're going to throw some bull riders off, but we didn't think we'd throw this many off. And when you nod your head, you got to do your best to get the whistle on whatever you draw. And sometime they're going to buck everybody off, and you're going to get the big check.
1 out of 10 gets $10,000. Let's talk about the top 4 right now. J.C. Woodard at $12,400. Myron Duhart at $24,000, tied with Sean McRoberts. J.W. Hart's birdie his way to a $1,900 and $50 check on the original Coors scoreboard. Johnny Chavez is still to the lead with a $16,350. J.C. Woodard, Terry Don West is still even there, even though we bucked him off tonight, and J.C. Sanders is still hot with the big $10,000 that he had. The Wrangler Bull Riders Only Series has been brought to you by Chevy Truck, our official truck that we drive. By Award Design Medal, the official buckle of the Wrangler Bull Riders Only Series. Our shirts provided by Roper Apparel. This is Stop 6 on the tour, and it takes us to the Black Hills of South Dakota of Rapid City. I want you to join us in the Wrangler Bull Riders Only, the one that you, the fan, have made the #1 bull riding show in America. For Gary LeFew and Shaw Sullivan, I'm Bob Tallman.